In this video, I'm going to show you some really easy ways of how you can create a schedule or some routines for your toddler or your preschool age child. It's going to be simple and easy for you to do. Coming to you right now. Well, my name is Brianna, and I want to welcome you to the Brown Bear Book Club, where we share books, tools, and tips for people like you, parents and educators of young children. Before we get right into our schedule and all the tips and tricks, I want to let you know really quickly that we have a giveaway going on right now of the book. We're going on a leaf hunt, and all you got to do is subscribe to this channel, sign up freely to the Brown Bear Book Club by clicking the link below. But let's get right into today's tips and tools. So it is nap time around here, so this is like a little nap time chat. So I want to just first tell you, for creating a schedule and routines for young children, it's just very important to remember to keep it consistent and remain flexible, and make sure that it is functionable for your family or your classroom. So that's what I hope to do in today's video. So keeping it simple, keep it consistent, and something that is functionable for your class or your home. So let's go ahead and get started. So first thing first, you wake up every day as a mom or a teacher or a dad, whoever you are out there. Let me know in the chat below. Are you a mom, a teacher, dad? Let me know. You wake up and the first priority is to first take care of you. That's right. The schedule starts with you. So you're going to get up, you're going to get dressed, you're going to have your quiet time, whether you read, whether you pray, whether you like to turn on music, get yourself ready. I exercise, all that stuff first thing in the morning. So try to get up early. It just makes the day a little bit easier. And so get yourself ready so you're ready for your kids. So once your kids get up, if you are a parent, go ahead, have them encourage them to make their bed. You can do it with them, hand over hand, talk them through it. Then to the bathroom, they're going to go ahead and take care of all their hygiene cares. You're in there with them, toileting, washing hands, washing face, getting them dressed. Go ahead and get them dressed early, so if you need to leave later, it's already done and you don't have to go through the hassle of getting them dressed again. So get them dressed, and you're dressed, they're dressed, you're ready to go. As teachers, that means you're dressed, you're ready to leave out early to your job, so you don't have to rush in when the kids are coming in at the same time. So if you're at home, you're going to go ahead, get to your breakfast table. And so just a couple of things. Breakfast at the table just makes it a easy go-to place. If you don't have a table somewhere in your home, for the child to know that this is where we eat meals. So you have your designated place, they're going to eat, you guys are going to talk. I find that this is a good time if you are a Christian and do a devotion. I love to squeeze it in at breakfast time because it just sparks some good conversation, and it kind of starts the day off on the right foot. And so if you're a teacher, breakfast is the perfect time to spark conversation, and even as a parent, about what are you guys going to be doing that day, talk about how they're feeling, all that stuff during breakfast. After breakfast, you're going to encourage them to start scraping their plates, put their plates away, especially toddlers and preschoolers. They can, manage that so it's not all on you. So encourage them to put their plate in the sink, encourage them to scrape their plates. Then they're going to go to the bathroom. And so one thing, a little power tool, is after they've eaten breakfast, have an idea of some type of movement to do in the routine. So it can be stretches, it can be dances, it can be praise and worship time. But this is a time you want to loosen up. Preschoolers and toddlers, they need to move. So just think about that. You might want to, if you're able to cultivate your schedule, this might be an okay time to just go outside. If not, do some morning stretches, some type of brain break before you get started. After you've done that, and I'm referring to my homeschool preschool schedule, and I'm going to talk about this visual schedule too, which has everything that I'm talking about, but it's at their level, and this is a freebie below in the description box. So make sure you stay tuned to the very end, because I'll talk more about that later. But so after you've done your stretches, then you want to go ahead and this is a good time to do like your circle time. Now here is the tip about circle time. Circle time should be very short, sweet, and to the point. So preschoolers and toddlers, you don't have to get into calendar and all that other stuff. This is a good time to start teaching them finger plays and nursery rhymes. And if there's a topic or study that you guys are learning about, this is a good time to pull it out of a box, or I don't know, hide it under a scarf, but engage them so they want to play with you and want to learn. And so, you can also encourage them, if you're a teacher in the classroom or even at home, you can put their name on like a card and have their picture, and they can sign themselves in for the day. I have my son's picture over here, and he matches his name to his picture, and that's like our little sign in. Obviously in the classroom it will look way different. So circle time, short, sweet, to the point. Someone once said it should be under 5 minutes. So just keep that in mind, especially if you have multiple children in your home, and especially in a classroom. Keep it short, to the point. State the expectations of the day as far as safety, especially in the classroom. And so after circle time, this is a great time for introducing any type of special activities, or if you have your center set up. I have a whole video about how to set up your play area, so just have that. Let them freely explore, see what they get into. But then if you have special activities, go ahead and introduce those as well. And then also story time during that time window. So for me, after stretches, like after breakfast time, I have like a 2 to 3 hour gap just for activities and free play. At this age, it doesn't need to be structured. They don't need to be sitting down the whole time. Let them explore, and you kind of guide them in their play. And then you can also add your intentional activities. Also, if you are a teacher in a school setting, this is a good time for small groups. Or if you have multiple children in your home, you can have other little ones starting on one activity while you're doing some one-to-one with another child or another student in your class. So plenty of time for that. Also, this is a good time to do like home or classroom jobs. So in a classroom and even at home, you might have a gardener. This is a good time. Let's go water our plant. Let's go feed the fish. You might have a mailman. Let's go get the mail, or give people their papers to put in their backpacks. These are good. That's a good time to put in your classroom jobs or your home helper jobs during that time. If you have field trips or play dates during that 2 to 3 hour span that you have every day, do it then. This is before nap time. So after they've done all that, go outside 30 minutes to an hour, let them play and explore nature. And that's a whole nother video about nature play activities. But they've been outside, then come back in. And then what I like to do is, after we come back in from outside, this is the perfect time to do some type of table activity as I'm warming up lunch. Or if you're a teacher, you're getting ready to go to lunch, is maybe they're doing their journals or some type of table activity. Like today we didn't do journals, but we did this little puzzle at the table, and he was super duper into it. It was like the one-to-one correspondence of 1 all the way to 10, and it had shapes, and he was really into it as I was warming up lunch. And so yeah, so table time before lunch, then lunchtime, same thing again, conversations, after lunch, bathroom, story time. Turn on your music. They have that cue in their mind. Lights are off, music is on, story time has been read, and in our house we end with prayer, and then it's time to go to sleep. And there you go. You've got your morning routine. You got your afternoon routine. Keeping it moving, keeping it consistent, and make sure that it's functionable for your home and your school classroom. Now, here are some little tricks and tips. But before I get to that, I wanted to show you these. So this is just a visual schedule of things, sorry about the lighting, different things that your child can expect throughout the day. So this says breakfast time, circle time, and I have some freebies. I have activity time, outside, car ride, because we're at home, so I can put those extra things. And I have lots of other cards that you can access. I'm gonna have these free, giving it to you, and you can make some of your own. You can put them on a ring. You can use the hoop and loop and stick them on Velcro so you can move it throughout the day. That could be a job for a child in your home or your school classroom. So tips and tricks I wanted to just share really quickly. is clean up before each and every transition, so that way when nap time happens, you don't have a whole class or your whole home a wreck. So clean up in between transitions. That means that you might have to be with them and do it with them, but try to do that. And then don't be afraid that if you had like an intentional activity and they're not interested that day, see what they are interested in, because then you can kind of cultivate your lesson plan as so. And if you need like activity ideas or curriculum ideas, I have, and even like toy and supply ideas, I'll link all the last few videos I did about curriculum and supply ideas. That will be in the description box. So this is a freebie that I'm gonna give you guys free. This will be lifetime free because I'll probably change it each year, but this is what's working right now. And then the visual cards will be free for 2 days. So today and tomorrow, and then you'll see in the description box. But let me know, question of the day, let me know in the chat below, you know, what are some tips that you like to use with creating your schedule or your routine for toddlers and preschool age children. And let me know who you are. And thank you for stopping through with a nap time chat. I'm about to relax a little bit before my kids wake up. See you again next time, guys. Bye.